a lot of our viewers want to make a bread, but they don't have a bread machine. So we have a recipe that's a personal favorite of mine and Maya's called Dill and Onion bread. And to show us how to do it, we're going to bring out our next celebrity chef, my father. Please welcome Jim Sherman.
Hey.
All right.
Ta-da!
So as always, you'll find the recipe and our ingredients in the show notes, but we'll walk you through it right now.
Okay.
So we have 2 whole eggs and half a cup of water, 4 tablespoons of butter melted, and we have dried onions, dill, and salt, baking soda,
There you go.
and flour.
All right.
And this is
Cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese that's been warmed slightly.
and activated yeast.
Very crucial step. We're going to show you how to make sure the yeast is ready for the bread.
So we just take the packages of yeast and dissolve them in half a cup of warm water. I'm going to take the cottage cheese,
Remember, it's warm cottage cheese.
I'm putting it into 4.5 cups of flour. So I usually end up doing 5 to 5.5, but you can adjust it as you're going along for the consistency. So now we're going to,
Ooh.
the yeast is already ready to roll. The butter,
Our 4 tablespoons of
Butter.
melted
melted
butter.
butter.
Butter makes everything better.
Yes, it does. And we can just stir this.
All right, so we're adding in the baking soda.
We're adding in the salt.
Doesn't really matter what order
So the eggs will add a bunch of liquid.
to make very nice
The
batter.
dill, which adds a tremendous amount of flavor and aroma.
And last but
And
not least,
the onion flakes, which does the same. This stuff makes the house smell fantastic. We're mixing the batter right now
after
in
a
this
few
bowl,
minutes,
and it's about ready to knead.
pour in
You put some flour down on your countertop so it doesn't stick so much, because it's pretty sticky to start out with.
Get your hands dirty.
Get your hands dirty right. Now you can start to see how sticky it is.
So how do you know when you're done kneading? What are you looking for here?
You're looking for a homogeneous mass of stuff, like everything is equal in it. It's not, you don't have a dry spot here and a crack over here. It's just, and as I'm kneading, I'm adding a little bit of flour to get the stickiness out somewhat.
First, you heard of this recipe?
Okay, so this recipe was given to my wife by Margaret Kelly ages ago, before this gentleman was born and way before she was born.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just stayed in the family. And what I've done ahead of time is I turned the oven on just so it barely started to heat. And then after that, I turned the oven back off and I turned the oven light on.
Mm-hmm.
And the light bulb is enough to keep it warm. And we'll put this in the oven they tell you to let it rise till it doubles in size.
So we'll check back in once it's risen, okay? Welcome back. So we'll let the dough rest about an hour or so with the oven light on. And as you can see, it's almost doubled in size. So now we're going to
Punch it down, flip it over, and put it in for another hour.
Let's push it back down again.
Yep. And here, it does seem really, really, really sticky, but that's just the way this dough is. Okay, we've reformed it into a loaf. Cover it with the cloth and put it back in the oven that's still warm with the light on.
So now the dough has been risen and pounded down twice now, and we have halved it and put it in 2 pans. Now this is to show that we didn't have bread pans, So we use what we had available to us. So it's a baking pan and an 8x8 pan. So now we're going to preheat the oven to 350 and bake it for approximately 30 minutes initially. Then we're going to make a tent with aluminum foil and bake it for additional 15 minutes.
It goes to show that if you don't have the mixer and you don't have the bread machine and you don't even have bread pans because you've never done it before, you can still make delicious bread.
Alright, so now we're going to pull the bread out of the oven and see our final product.